Getting abs is one thing, but keeping them for life is where 99% of people fall off. They grind for 8 weeks, get the 4-pack in good lighting, then lose it all by the next holiday. In today's video, I will show you the no BS strategy, how to get abs and never lose them again. I'm talking systems, psychology, lifestyle design, everything. So first, let's talk about why most people lose their abs. There are a couple of reasons. They treat it like a temporary goal, not a permanent identity. Their mentality around getting abs is completely wrong because they just want to get them and they don't really think of becoming a person that would have them long term. It's one thing doing things to get the abs short term, and another to actually become like a guy who has the abs long term all the time. If you want to maintain your abs long term, you have to change as a person. You have to build the habits that will be a part of your life, that will be non-negotiable activities every day, every week. So you build the identity of a guy with abs. You start living like someone who is shredded year-round. Second reason is they follow unsustainable routines. Low carbs or no carbs, chicken and broccoli, all these bullshit diets that eliminate the food group, which is stupid, or cutting calories too much and not doing cardio, not training hard enough, or they just do too much of activity, too much cardio, too many workouts, too hard workouts for their level of advancement, and they just lose the motivation, lose the drive, and they just fall off and quit. And third reason is they have zero strategy for maintenance. They cut, get to their goal physique, then they binge and lose it all. Getting shredded without the plan to stay shredded is like building a mansion on sand. It looks great for a while, but then eventually it collapses. So don't just think of having a transformation plan. Think of lifestyle framework that locks in your abs, even when you are traveling, stressed, or just work 80 hours a week. Let me break down the exact 3-phase system I use with my clients to help them get abs and keep them for life. Phase 1 is called Shred Smart. This is your fat loss phase. The goal here is to reveal the muscle underneath, not just lose weight. Focus on calories in check, but not aggressive. 20% deficit max. High protein, 1 gram per pound of your body weight. Strength training between 3 and 6 times a week, depending on your split. Cardio at least 3 times a week, 20 minutes at the gym. Daily steps, 10K minimum. This phase takes between 8 and 16 weeks, depending on your starting point. Phase 2, reverse strategically. This is where most people mess up. They finish the cut and then YOLO. Instead, slowly add calories back in over 4 to 6 weeks while keeping training consistent. This resets your metabolism, keeps your hunger in check, and locks in your new body. Think of it like sealing in your gains. Phase 3, lock-in mode. Now that you are lean, this is your forever phase. The goal is to stay shredded with the least amount of effort possible. Now you can work out less, you can do less cardio, you can eat more food, but obviously you still want to have a plan and structure to maintain yourself like this. Now obviously it's less work, but you want to follow a specific numbers and activities, like the specific habits of every day, every week to maintain your abs. Yes, you can eat more, but you still have to track your food and see the numbers of calories that keeps you shredded. Yes, you can do less cardio, but you still have to track the cardio that you do on a weekly basis and compare it with your diet and see if you have to do more, or if it's okay, if it's enough, or if you can do less cardio if you don't want to do that much and you are okay with eating a little bit less calories. You have to be like in control with all like the calorie budget that you have. So the calorie expenditure, the calorie intake you get, and once you figure out this calorie expenditure, calorie intake that fits you the best, that basically allows you to have abs all the time, then you just follow the numbers. It's all math in the end of the day. So now when you do that on a daily basis, your identity is different. Now you start living like a guy who has the abs all the time. Now you know exactly how to keep them. You are in control of them. Now you look better, you are more confident, you are more proud of yourself, you feel better, you have more self-esteem, your life improves every area. You approach hot women, you get more attention from people, more people want to do business with you, more people want to talk to you, more people are more helpful to you, more friendly, you have more connections, better connections, more opportunities. And in the beginning it might be hard to build that identity of a guy who has abs long term, but you just have to ask these questions every day, especially in the beginning. Like, ask yourself, what would shredded version of me eat right now? Would he skip the workout? Would he skip the cardio when he's supposed to do cardio? Would he not get his steps in when he's supposed to get his steps in? Like, would he mess up these numbers, the calorie intake, calorie expenditure, so he ends up being on a huge surplus and getting fat again? Or would he just stay in his calorie budget and not overconsume? But then with the time it will be like easier and easier. Like now for me, for example, it's like I just do what I'm supposed to. It's like part of my life. I don't even ask myself these questions. I don't have to ask them. I just do what I'm supposed to do, and I just follow the numbers. I never, mess them up, fuck them up. I just always do what I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to eat this amount of calories, burn this amount of calories, this day, that day, and I just do it. I just follow the numbers. So yeah, getting abs is cool, but keeping them, that's the real power. That's the real flex. Why would you get the abs if you are gonna lose them like shortly after? Doesn't really make sense to me. If I get something, I want to keep it. And that's it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If so, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.